Back to tonight's Your Money Monday, and this evening it's all about computer care.
We've had experts on hand answering your questions about everything from tablets to virus protection. And right now, Maggie Prager joins us in the newsroom where another expert's standing by. Maggie.
Thanks, Shannon and Dave. That's right. I'm joined now by Stan Prager, who's the owner of GoGeeks Computer Rescue in East Longmeadow. Now, Stan is a real professional when it comes to internet scams and computer repair. So what are some common issues that people can easily repair themselves at home? And you're going to kind of show us.
Well, I'd be glad to. Thank you, Shannon. Okay, so first of all, I always say that a computer is a lot like an automobile in that there's a lot of things you really should have a professional look at rather than be working on your own, but there are some things you could do on your own. Number one, make sure that your antivirus software is updated. Number two, there's a thing called disk cleanup, and I'm going to show you just how to do that. So you go to My Computer, and you go to your hard drive, which is drive C, you right-click on it, and you choose Properties. When you do that, you'll get this funky-looking screen that's going to come up with all these tabs on it. Sure. Ignore all that stuff. It looks really geeky, right? You're not going to bother with that. You're just going to press the Disk Cleanup tab. When you do, what it's going to do is it's automatically going to check your system, and it's going to determine what kinds of things can be cleaned up in order to make your system run smoother. You see that there? You press OK, and it's going to ask you, are you sure that you want to? And you say yes. Beyond this, you really don't want to mess around with your system too much because you're likely to do a lot more damage than you would good.
Well, that was my next question, so thank you for answering that one. Now, for many of us, when a computer starts running too slowly, we think it's just best to buy a new one. So what should we do first before we go out and open our wallet on a new computer?
Well, again, going back to that automobile metaphor, I would say it's very important that you have a professional look at your system because there could be something really minor wrong with it. Like, for instance, if your system was simply had a program on there that was corrupting Windows or a virus. Frequently, that's the biggest problem. A system is infected.
All right, very good. Now, Stan, when it comes to internet security, what are some of the latest scams out there that we should all be looking out for?
Well, web hijackers are big, where you're on the internet and all of a sudden you put a search term in and it takes you to a page that is completely not what you're looking for, okay? The other big one is the FBI virus, which I think a lot of people have heard about recently.
We talked about that.
The FBI virus, it basically seizes the control of your system and tries to extort money out of you in order to get you to have it freed up. You need to get that again into a professional and have them look at it because, again, like a car, unless you're a mechanic, you're not going to buy a Chilton's manual and try to do your own valve job. Let somebody look at it. If you bring it to GoGeeks, for instance, we give you a free evaluation on the system. We'll tell you what's wrong with it. No obligation.
Very good. Thank you so much, Stan. Remember, if you have a question about computer care, all you need to do is call our hotline, and that number is 846-0240, and we will keep the lines open until 6:30. So if you're interested in calling, make sure you do it now.